Hey, hello guys. Yeah, it's me Kaushik here. This is my first video. I think this is my first video which I'm recording for my YouTube channel, which is called Web3 with Kaushik, right? Yeah, this video we don't want to go more technical, right? At first video, so I just wanted to start with some basic knowledge about rollup, like explaining about rollup and types of the rollup. So I started with the topic of optimistic versus ZK rollups. Like at first I will tell what is rollup, and then we jump on into is optimistic and ZK rollup, and then a main topic is which one is right for scaling, right? Like the rollups are developed only for the scaling purposes, which makes the main net L1 more scalable and more faster, right? So yeah, without wasting your time, let's get into this. This is just a non-technical video, so just sit back and relax. It's not just something a technical videos coming soon. Like in a future content I will be posting more technical videos, like about rollups, mainly about rollups. So yeah, we can start with this. Yeah, this is the topic of today. Like this is my YouTube channel. If you are new to this, you can support me by doing subscribe, like and share. Yeah, without wasting time, let's get into optimistic and ZK rollups and which one is right for scaling, right? First of all, let's see what is rollup. Okay, what is rollup? Yeah, let me explain as a simple thing. Like you may get lot of definitions in Google or something, like in anywhere else you may read about rollups. Even I have posted a blog on a thread about a rollup over there. But those are just a definition. I don't want to give the same definition to you guys. I just wanted to keep it more different. Okay, so let me explain with this diagram and a simple graphical representation. Okay, suppose, yeah, this is a person 1. Okay, this is a person 1. um, this person 1 want to send a parcel to his friend called person 2. Okay, is he or she is a person 2. um, he is in India. I'm in India, so it's really. He is in India. His friend is in New York, in America, or something like US. Okay. You want to send a parcel to him. Okay. Um, that parcel may be something like his own, something like this or something. Yeah, he need to send it to him. Like there's another guy from India also. He also has a friend in in the US, in the same New York City or something. He, he also need to send some different parcel to his friend. So how this could be done? Like he may give to some parcel a courier service center. They may send the parcel to him. The same with this guy also. They will send a parcel to them, right? But if they give these parcel individually to them, uh, it takes more time, it takes more cost, because this parcel need to be like reached him in a separate time and separate cost, and this parcel is need to reach to him in a separate cost and separate time. But these two parcel are going to the same location, same city. So why not they can be grouped and gathered and send it together, right? So that's what courier service will do. They will not send this individually and this another individually. They will just group what are the parcels that are coming to New York. They will just collect those things into a single thing, and then just put all those parcels over here, and then they pack all those things and put it in a separate big package, right? And they put those package, and then they send to New York or some which city they need to be delivered, right? This is how we can cut cost, like sending individually, and then we can cut a time spent to like send individually, right? This is the same thing which applies for rollup. Okay, rollup are simple, like without sending an individual transaction from L2 and to L1, or maybe like you can send a direct transaction to L1. It makes more complex, and lot of transactions are coming, right? So it makes more costlier for them. So we came layer 2 came to scale those L1, right? So that one of the layer 2 is actually rollup. So in rollup, if you send a transaction, the not only you, there are many other guys who sending transaction at the same time, you like, so you can like those transactions are bundled together and then sent to the L1. This is what happening with the rollup. This is what rollup is. It's rolling up your transaction to the L1 with a bundled transaction. Oh, okay, clear. Yeah, this is what rollup. Okay, next we can see about that rollup is actually divided into two types. One is optimistic and another was ZK. First, let us see what is optimistic. Okay, yeah, with the optimistic, yeah, as I told, this is a L1, this is rollup 2, this is a layer 2 rollup. um, there are many transactions over here. In optimistic, these transactions are to be like, let me draw. Okay, these transaction would be bundled like this. It can be bundled, and there is a sequencer over here. It's called a sequencer. uh, this sequencer is used to bundle all those transactions into this, and then it will send the bundle transaction to L1. Okay, okay. Another was the main concept over there in this optimistic. This is not the only thing. The optimistic is mainly what, uh, when all these transactions are bundled and sent, no one verifies which transaction is valid. There can be a fraud transaction. This optimistic is also called as like assumed transaction. Like, these optimistic rollup will assume all this transaction as a valid, okay, and then send to this bundle, and this bundled will, but like bundler or sequencer will bundle those things together and then send the transaction to the, but there can be a fraud transaction, as you think, like it will not check, right? So there is a waiting period, a challenge period over here while sent to a L1. In that waiting period, you can like, it will check for the validators. Mostly the validators will be there, validators will be there in the waiting period. The validators will check for those, validators will be there and check whether these transactions are valid or not. They will check, in this challenging period, they will check whether this transaction are valid. If they found, if any like transaction is a fraud or something, they submit a proof called fraud proof to L1. Okay, so the L1 uh, checks the valid proof, like, sorry, fraud proof, and then uh, it will revert the transaction back to the L1. It will revert it. Okay, this is what happened in the optimistic rollup. First, it will assume and bundle the transaction together and send to the L1. That will be challenging period. It maximum for 7 days. It In the challenging period, the validators in this network will check those transactions are valid. If they found any transaction is not a valid thing, they will submit a fraud proof to the L1. The L1 will send the transaction, that particular transaction, and revert it back to the layer 2. Okay, this is will what happen. And after only those challenging, like challenge period, this transaction will be get confirmed in this block. Okay, it becomes somewhat slower. That's what optimistic is. Now let us see what is ZK. Okay, ZK roller. Yeah, let's go to ZK. The same thing, L1 and a roll up. Okay, this is the same thing. There will be a sequencer will first sequence bundles all those transaction. Okay, and there will be another component nodes will be, that was called as prover. Okay, in ZK rollup, ZK is mean by zero knowledge, right? As you guys will know, if you don't know what is zero knowledge, there are many, sorry, there are many other videos or out there in the Google. If you want, if you check, even if I got time, I will be explaining about zero knowledge in an upcoming video. This is just a mathematical provement, like validity or provability about these transactions. It uses those algorithm, a zero knowledge algorithm, and calculate the proof. proof, and it only submits the proof to the L1. If the proof is like mostly the proof is valid, right? It submits only the proof, and the proof is valid, this transaction will be getting confirmed over here. Simple. Let me try again. These bundles, these transactions get bundled in a sequencer, and this bundle will be sent to the prover. The prover uses a ZK knowledge, zero knowledge proof to prove this transaction are valid, and it generate a proof, and that proof is sent to the mainnet, and it get validated. And once it get validated, this transaction will be added. Simple. That's what. That's what is it. It's all simple. Yeah. This is a basic outline of what is optimistic and ZK. Now comes the main question, which is scalable. Optimism or ZK? To answer this, it's more likely depends upon you guys, like about your what do you need. Okay, if you want something like that is more easier to deploy and more easier to use, you can go with optimistic. But if you want something that can that need to be that those transactions need to be faster, the better way is go to with ZK. Okay, these both things have some pros and cons. Like optimistic is easier to deploy and easier to use, but the thing is it is slower to get confirmed. The transaction get confirmed very slow. With ZK it is faster to get confirmed the transaction, but the thing is it is complex to develop or get ready. Okay, um, yeah, this is what the optimism or ZK is differentiated. mm, yeah, I hope I don't want to make this video more lengthier. Okay, this is my first video, so I don't want to make this more lengthier and more complex also. This is just a short and crisp video like about rollers and introduction about roller. But the next video will be most likely to the technical part. I'll be showing how to develop a roll-up and how we can use some technical issues like yeah, that's what I just wanted to end this video. That's all. Like, thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to Web3 with Koshi. Yeah, bye bye.